Hey everyone, it's Stephen Meadows. For those of you who don't know who I am, let me give you a really quick introduction. So I have been in the real estate industry for almost 20 years. I got in 2001, and have worn many hats in the business. Most recently, I am honored to be the VP of Operations for an amazing Coldwell Banker affiliate in the Virginia and West Virginia area, Coldwell Banker Premier. It's a phenomenal company, and I'm so excited to be here. And I am going to start a new series of different little videos, and they're going to be relatively short, but they're going to be sharing tips and tricks and just things that I have learned throughout my time in the business. I'm really passionate about helping people, whether you are brand new to getting into any kind of sales. It doesn't even have to be real estate. Real estate happens to be my background, but sales is sales in my book. So whether you're just getting into the business or thinking about getting into a sales role, or you've built a company and you're near the end of your business cycle and you're looking for an exit strategy, I am passionate about helping people across the entire spectrum. So I'm going to have a series of videos. Some are going to be a longer form. Some of them are going to be short little snippets like this one, where I just share some quick tips and tricks to hopefully help you build your business and reach your goals. So the first thing that I want to talk about is something that I talk about all the time. It's your value proposition. Whether you're a company or whether you're an individual salesperson, you have to know what your value proposition is. Some people might call it USP, unique selling point. I've heard it called many different things. I prefer value proposition. And when I teach people about value proposition, there's essentially three questions that I think everyone should answer. The first two are very important. The third one is just sort of a icing on the cake. And those three questions are this: what do I have that no one else has? What do I do that no one else does? And how am I perceived in my field? Believe it or not, those are not easy questions to answer. And what's funny is throughout my time training hundreds, if not thousands of agents in different companies and working with hundreds of different brokerages, very few owners or independent agents can actually give me a good response. Most of the time, I say, well, why would I want to do business with you instead of your competition? And it's crickets. And that's not a good thing, because the customer wants to know that question. They're bombarded every day with plenty of people that have the same good or service that you're offering. In the real estate industry, on average, generally a person knows about 12 realtors. That's a lot of people to choose from. So you have to think long and hard about what makes you unique. What value do you bring to the process that would make someone choose you over someone else? And that value is housed, as I said, the first two questions. What do I have that no one else has? What do I do that no one else does? What do you have? It might be tool, service. It might be a skill. What do you do? How are you engaged with the customer? What about your process makes it different for them? What are they going to learn with you? What are they going to do that's going to save them time or money? So you need to really start asking yourself those questions. And if you can't come up with something, then you need to try harder because surely there's something that makes you stand out amongst the competition. So that is your value proposition. And how are you perceived in your field or in the market? That's something that you can't necessarily control, but if you're building a niche, that's where that comes into play. So if you're looking at, I want to be first-time home buyer, or I want to be the lender of choice for farms and land or whatever, then that's the perception you're starting to build. That is how people are going to look at you. When someone says X, they think of you. So that's how you're perceived in your field. If you're trying to take on too many niches at one time, then your message is going to get muddled. I talk about it all the time in social media marketing. In my third book about social media, I talk very specifically about kind of sticking with a cohesive niche. Otherwise, you're going to send mixed messages. For instance, if you're saying, I do first-time home buyers and luxury, most of the time those two don't overlap. And so you're going to be talking to two completely different audiences. So when you're thinking about how you're perceived, think about your niche and what services you're offering and how people attach you to that service. So anyway, that's the real quick little point about value proposition. I could go on and on and on for a long time. I'll likely revisit this concept again later, but that's all I want to talk about for today. So I hope you all enjoy this new series. My goal is to stream every weekday, shooting probably mid-afternoon. I'll see how that goes. If you have topic ideas, if there's stuff you'd like to ask me about, put them in the comments below. This is going to be out on several different channels. My goal is Facebook, YouTube, probably Twitter, LinkedIn, some of those channels as well. So wherever you're viewing this, thank you for stopping by. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. That way you'll get a little ding every time I go live. And if you're on Facebook, if you're on my business page, make sure you like my business page and follow it so you can get notified as well of when I go live. So I look forward to these little chats, and make sure you let me know what you want to hear about. I'm always looking for good ideas. So thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you next time.